possible. If they were on YouTube Live for now, all right, um, you can join us on YouTube. Yeah. So uh, it's important that you understand that it's for you to find the right person. It's in your hands. Okay. It's not much. Yes, prayer is good. Okay, but after praying, other factors needs to come into play. You know how they say that faith without works, you know what happens, and work without faith. Yeah, so both have to go hand in hand. But I feel deeply that you need to know more about who you are, where you're going, and what you want from life. And having been working on yourself, that's part of the things that would help you know the right person when you meet them. All right. So I get this question all the time when I speak with people. How do I know he is the right one for me? How do I know she's the right one for me? I like to say that there are four relationships are probably going to be one of these four possibilities. The number one is the right person at the wrong time. The right person at the wrong time. Number two is the wrong person at the right time. The wrong person at the right time. Number three is the wrong person at the wrong time. And finally, and hopefully, the last one, and maybe, okay, the right person at the right time. Right? The right person, but the wrong time leaves you thinking, if only I could have met them at another time. Perhaps you met such a person when you were too young, too broke, or too afraid. You end up with a lot of what ifs. And these elusive persons stay at the forefront of your mind for months. Yeah. The wrong person, but the right time can lead to some disastrous results. This can be very painful for you if you have high romantic hopes and they have none. You may try even harder at this time to make the relationship work. You give it your all. Sometimes, you wonder what is wrong with you. You think you are the problem. Meanwhile, the real problem occurs because the desire to settle down and get married is so strong that you tend to be less objective in your evaluation of the other person. The desire to be married takes precedence over properly evaluating the person. The statement, "I just want to get married," is said with such intensity and force that it's apparent that the screen apparatus has been put on neutral. Mm-hmm. Now, I've heard a lot of ladies say, I'm not getting any younger, The window of opportunity for having children is slowly closing in on me, and I need to get married in the next 2 years and have a baby right away. If I don't, I will be missing out. I need a marriage-prone man right away. This need can become so intense that you may decide to fall in love with the next romantic interest that comes along. Just the next available man. Or, like I put it properly, the next available rascal. Okay? So, several men and women that I've seen and spoken with when they were in the midst of a divorce, they made virtually the same statement. Whatever possessed me to marry that person? He or she wasn't really the person I was looking for. My head must have been in the clouds. I guess I just wanted to be married so bad I took the first available one. For many singles, their lives seems to be on a continuous pattern of the wrong person at the wrong time. It's especially difficult when there is a strong attraction, to the person, but that's not the person for you. Fortunately, most of these relationships are short-lived unless one person hangs on, because any relationship is better than none. That's the mentality and the mindset of these people. Any relationship is better than none. They don't want to be by themselves. And if at this stage you cannot be comfortable in your own skin by yourself, you ought not to be in any relationship. Oh yeah, because the first person you're supposed to be in the relationship with is yourself. So do you like you? Do you even know you? So naturally, you want the right person at the right time, and this is possible. Now, what brings about the possibility is when you have been able to prepare adequately, and that is why we will go back to what we say regularly and all the time. It's one of the pillars of our show, the 6 P's. Prior proper preparation prevents poor performance. I say it again. Prior proper preparation prevents poor performance. Now, doing a self-evaluation by yourself and telling yourself that it is important to know that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse or misuse is inevitable. Evaluate yourself. Self-evaluation is key to finding that right person you really and truly desire. Now, before you plunge into the plan and procedures for finding that right person, there is another factor to consider. Now, let's say you meet a prospective partner. What do you have to offer that will attract that person to you? What are your qualities, your attributes? What are the pluses in your life? What are the minuses? What are you bringing to the table? I once, counseled a couple that were looking to get married, and I asked each of them, "So, babe, what are you bringing to the table?" And she looked at me, and of course, it was strange. She said, "I'm bringing myself." I said, "Yourself is not enough." What are the attributes? How are you going to make this relationship blossom? What are you contributing? I said, "I'm just looking for someone that can take care of me." I say, I called the guy to work and I say, "Oh boy, this thing never read you." Because she's just looking for someone who she will become a leech on. It's going to be a parasitic relationship, meaning she's just going to be taking and taking and taking and taking. And when bros gets tired of being sucked dry, he will say, "Oh boy, please come and go to your house." All right. So for that not, I go break person phone today. Now, sometimes, we are caught up more in finding the right person than in becoming the right one. I need to say that again. We are caught up in finding the right person, and we forget about the most important person in the equation, and that is you becoming the right one. Now, perhaps it will be beneficial to write down something about yourself. Who are you? Where are you going? What do you want from life? Have you even found a purpose? Do you know what your life's all about? Cars are built to take you from point A to point B. Houses are built for people to stay in. Ships are built to sail. And there's nothing around you that does not have a purpose. How about you? And these are things created by fellow human beings. How about you, created by the Almighty God? There is something about your life. If you've not found it in my books, you're not qualified to be in a relationship. Because if you're starting a relationship, it means that you're saying you're qualified for help. Now, what will they help? What will the woman help you do when you don't know where you are going? From where it all started, Adam knew what his life was about, and his sole assignment was to name the animals, name everything that you see today. Okay, and he was busy doing that. How about you? What are you busy doing? What have you discovered that, okay, no, this is my life? Someone said that if you have not found what you are willing to die for, you're not fit to live. Oh, yeah. And like it or not, every day we're dying daily. Now, what are you dying from? Are you, addicted to your purpose? Are you pursuing your purpose on a daily basis? Or you are just there, right? The statements made that are you a meaningful specific or a wandering generality? Which one are you? Are you a meaningful specific or a wandering generality? You need to ask yourself this question. So if you don't know where you are going, when you get married, it's possible that the woman will help you anyhow. That's why many men have been helped into jail. A lot of men have been helped into 6 feet into the ground. Is help. Help is help. You sought for help and you have not properly defined the areas where you needed help. So the woman came and helped you anyway. So for you to find the right person, it's important that you find you first and work on you to become the best of you. Okay, so you need to really focus your mind. Put in another way, when you place your order for a type of person you want, is your order likely to be filled? Now, what I mean is, are you personally the type of person who will draw the kind of person you want? If you are negative and critical, what are the odds that you will attract a positive person? No positive person will want to be with you. Healthy persons, none of those people want to be with you, all right? Because they are conscious of the toxic that is inside of you. So if you are positive and secure, you are more likely to attract someone like that. So cultivate what you want in a particular, in a partner, first in yourself. Okay? First in yourself. If you ask people, so what kind of person are you looking for? Say, I want a God-fearing guy. And then you ask them the question. So when you say God-fearing, what exactly do you mean? And you say, God-fearing, no. God-fearing. Meaning they themselves don't even know what being God-fearing is all about.
Oh, they are not God-fearing.
So, but they hear people say, oh, God-fearing guy. And come on, you need to chart your own course. Create your own thing. And it starts with you. Are you God-fearing? Do you know what it means to be God-fearing? Do you have a purpose? Are you going somewhere? What is your life all about? These are the things that should make up what you are looking for in the other person, and you need to have developed it in yourself. So what qualifies you to find the right person and be with the right person is when you yourself are right. Question is, are you right?